And as the housing market braces for the impact of a government shutdown, authorization for the largest residential flood insurance program in the United States has expired. 4.7 million policyholders rely on the National Flood Insurance Program, which is managed by FEMA. It provides more than $1 trillion in coverage. And according to the National Association of Realtors, the program supports nearly 500,000 U.S. home sales every year. Neil Alldredge joins us now. He's the president and CEO of the National Association of Mutual Insurance Companies. David, thank you very much for being here to talk about this. What does the government shutdown, along with this program expiring, mean for people who are perhaps trying to buy a house right now? And how many people could this impact?
Sure. As you mentioned, there's almost 5 million policyholders of the federal flood insurance program now. Estimates are as many as 13 to 1,400 home closures per day could be influenced by this shutdown. In other words, somebody trying to buy a house in a flood zone and they can't buy the flood insurance, they can't close on the mortgage. And that number is pretty staggering.
So, Neil, what about people right now who have one of these policyholders and they need to file a flood insurance claim in the interim?
Yeah, I would advise everybody, if there is a flood in your area and you are a current policyholder, go ahead and file the claim, contact your agent, go through that process. Unfortunately, we have been through government shutdowns before. The program has been in this suspension phase previously. And what typically happens is there's a resolution retroactively to any ongoing claims that may happen. That's not great peace of mind for those folks that may have a claim, but there typically is a process once the government reopens for handling those.
Oftentimes with shutdowns like what we're seeing right now, it takes a while for people to really realize the ripple effects of all this. As this shutdown potentially disrupts sales, are there any safeguards in place to protect the real estate market here?
There really aren't any safeguards, no. There's not much in the way of private flood insurance available. There's a reason why insurance companies don't cover the flood peril in their homeowners insurance, and that is because it's a very challenging peril to cover. That's why we have the federal program. And so there's not a lot of options in the private market. There are some insurers that will offer it. And if somebody is really in a bind, I would advise them contacting their insurance agent, seeing if there's an option for them. But don't be surprised if you learn that there really is not a private option, and you may just have to wait for the federal government to reopen to be able to do this.
Bottom line here, what do you want to see change here?
The government reopen. That would be the fastest thing to have to make this go away. This truly is a sort of start-stop exercise. When the government's open, they process the payment process is easy for the National Flood Insurance Program. If it's closed, they don't. And there really is sort of no in between here.
Yeah, simple as that. Neil Alldredge, thank you very much for joining us tonight.
My pleasure. Thank you.